Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we're going back over to Matlock, to what is the Red Lion pub in Matlock. If you watch this beer review and you go in, tell them Raggy says their beers are great, and tell them I sent you. For what little in this world it means, for obvious reasons. But yeah, Moot Ales is their microbrewery, which does many of the cask lines in the pub. They do have beers from other places as well. It's well worth a visit in Matlock. That and Bod Matlock are for me the best two places for a decent beer and food. Ooh. Anyway, this is their Dark Lane Porter. There we go. And it says on the bottle, Moot Ales, that's our family run brewery. We like keeping it really simple. No frills, just fantastic flavours. 100% natural ingredients from around the world, traditionally brewed in the Derbyshire Dales. Dry up for a more distinctive taste and aroma. Roasted dark and rich, 4.7%. So let's get into it and we'll have a bit of a chat, discuss the world and mental health and that sort of thing. So I'm thinking this is slightly bottle conditioned because I think I may have shook it up a bit. Yes, bottle conditioned. That's why it's looking like that. Had I not tipped it up to read, it would have been darker. So that's on me, that is. And I like to be right with beers and breweries, because anybody looking now would look at that and think, God, it looks like mud. And that would be horrible, you know, to the brewery. And the fact of the matter is, give it 5 minutes or so, it'll probably clear itself. So on the aroma, lovely chocolatey malt aroma. Despite me mixing the sediment up with the beer, it bloody tastes lovely, you know. We'll give it a minute or a few minutes to try and see if it settles. So yeah, today, oh dear, I don't know what it is at the moment, but I feel like I'm in a moment. It's been for weeks now where I'm struggling, really struggling. Funnily enough, I'm not struggling. I'm not wanting to ditch beer reviews or out like that, so that's a good thing. I'm certainly not as excited in beer events as that I may have been in the past. This weekend in Nottingham, there's the Castle Rock Yard Party. Last 2 years I've been. First year I was quite impressed. Last year, not so impressed. Not by the time you paid 17 quid to get in. Beers weren't cheap. Food wasn't cheap. And this year the selection of beers is actually pretty blooming woeful. I've looked at the beers and it's like, this is your yard party? Is it for old age pensioners who don't drink good beers? There are, however, a few good beers there, but there's not a lot of good beers there. There's some very standard beers amongst the beers. So somebody organising it has not done a stellar job, as it were. I noticed they've moved it from like the middle of May to like the first week in June, first proper week in June anyway. And the problem with that is it puts it a week before Nottingham Craft Beer Festival, which is obviously a much bigger event. A lot more beers, world class breweries, and a lot of the beers that you'd have probably gone to, certainly the beers from Castle Rock, are already going to be at the beer festival a week later, as are a lot of the other beers, because of the time difference, a week. So, gotta be honest, again, it puts me off. And, you know, the amount we spend on beer, I kind of look and think, okay, 17 quid to get in. The cost to get in down there, 4 quid. £2 each way these days anyway, at the moment. So that's 21 quid. Food, you're looking at about 15 quid. Be a tenner for a burger. So if you have 2, 20 quid. Because you get hungry while you're drinking. So there's around about 40 quid. And that's before you start drinking. So, you know, at a fiver for a third, in today's world, it can get very expensive, very fast. And again, I've looked at the beer, what's on offer, and it is a weak show, especially compared to the last 2 years where it's been quite good. I don't know who the buyer is or anything, but yeah, it puts me off, so I ain't going. I'd rather go to some. And this is the thing, a lot of the time, because we're in Nottingham, which is one of the places to get good craft beer all the time, a lot of the brands we already see in the pubs around Nottingham. And this is the thing with any beer festival, is that most of them beers we've already seen. So it's not like you're in the sticks somewhere where you don't see beers and you don't see big brands. And yeah, maybe show me belly there. It's interesting. It's an interesting thing from that point of view. And I've got to be honest. I've noticed that there's been less random beer festivals this year. Some of the pubs that do good beer festivals are still doing them, but some of the more random ones that are about, it's still a bit hazy, isn't it? That's my fault. I was hoping that it would calm down before I finished the review off, but it looks like it's not gonna. I've mixed it up well and truly. It is what it is. Can't win them all. And then, so you got that, and always wanted to go off on a tangent. So yeah, I've been at work today, and like I said, my mental health is shocking at the moment. Absolutely shocking. And it's not something you can switch off. So, yeah. I'm hoping I can ride it out. I need to get some music on the go again. I need to get my bloody chargers out, get my things charged up, and get some music on the go. Find some decent earphones. That may be a good idea. Like for tomorrow when I'm mowing, put some music on and forget about the world and forget about idiots and that. The good thing tomorrow is it's a nice day where I am. It's quiet and peaceful. Yes, indeedy, it is. So yeah, I've thoroughly mixed this up. It doesn't look anything like it should. It should be a lot darker. So I do apologise to Moot Ales. A bit of a raggy balls up there. It is tasting good. Whatever it looks like with the sediment layer all mixed in, it is tasting really good. So yeah, that's on me. Can't win them all. I could stop the review, do it again and let that settle. But you know, sometimes, and this is the thing about bottle conditioned, usually in bottles 99%, 90% probably aren't bottle conditioned, but then there's that 10% that are. And obviously it's being careful pouring. Yeah, I'll have to remember that for the next one from Moot Ales, just in case, or read it beforehand, and maybe actually pour the beer before I actually read about the beer. Hey, or at least get it 2/3 pulled, so that you see it as it should be before I pour the sediment in. Hey ho, you win some, you lose some. As it is, it delivers a lovely chocolatey nose and taste on this. It's a nice porter. Would I drink it again? I already have done in pubs. I've had this in pubs and I've had it on bottle before. It's a nice beer, so yeah, ignore my balls up there. If I'm going to give a score, which I'm not really fussed about scores these days, the fact that I want to drink it again tells you more. So scores, a good 4.2 out of 5 for me. And that's my review. Thank you for watching. See you soon.